Маняци! Здравейте и добре дошли във втори епизод на нашето приключение в Hogwarts майната. Вчера избрахме Слидерин, братко мой. И аз не съм спал. Значи мен толкова много ми се играеше. Его, маняк. Деню майна. Значи толкова много ми се играеше по маняци. Обаче не съм играл. Вчера код направихме. Толкова. И ето, че без повече се обясняваме, маняци, ако ви харесва поречката, цъкайте лайк, абонирайте се, коментирайте, споделите с приятели клипа и приятно гледане. А днес ще се опитам да кача, освен този епизод, и една друга игричка, нещо като... имаме компютърна зала, ама не интернет кафе. Нещо по-симпатично беше, пробвах играта преди няколко дни. И си казах, това ще е много яко за клип, за поредица. И да, тъй че днес ще се опитам да кача и на двете. Ако не, утре със сигурност ще има клип на този симулатор, интернет гейминг симулатор и така. А сега маняци, приятно гледане и да видим какво се случва от тук нататък. Трябва да ходим, къде трябва в Common Room. Ма ние не сме ли в нашата стая в момента, бе? Къде отиваме? Трябва да се запознаем с някакви, се представим с Себастиан. Кой си тия маняк? Ще си япваме хрупанки, не съм спонсориран, обаче ако ме спонсорират, ева. ASMR. Noob левел. Само не съм бил плашен, маня. Аз ги сцепих.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape? It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Днес също така трябва да е, надявам се да е по-добро качеството.
A spellbook I picked up.
1445 трябва да е резолюцията вече. Надявам се да е окей.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones? Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Те, запознахме с този маняк. Вече му забравих името, моля да го джасна. Не мога да го цепнем. Само една секунда. Нещо звука много гадно се чува. Не е много ясно защо. Както и да е. Надявам се да е окей всичко.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me. I know.
Коя ще има кака?
You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the
много гадно.
first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Много гадно се пребазука нещо. О.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could.
Тоест нещо...
Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Сега чуваме. Което е?
Revelio.
Тук е нещо с катано има ли? Ще пром да ресна, това е много гадно се чува. Ресетнахме, обаче ще трябва да говорим с тест наново, за съжаление.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Всъщност ще кътна и ще видим при Оминис, последния маняк. Така, маняци, тък му говорихме с каката и сега отиваме да говорим с този маняк, да го видим какъв е, що е. What? Това е аквариум? Или сме под земя, под водата?
I think I heard one.
Нищо лагва.
Based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Не мога да разбера поради каква причина обаче лагва.
Well,
you're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Така.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Ай, много гадно, бе.
The new 5th year Slytherin in here. Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Добре, бе, защо лагва така, бе? В смисъл, на мен не ми лагва, обаче записа нещо сайба.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
I've been
Сега
dreaming
може
of
би
this
ще
day
учим
for a
някаква
long
нова
time.
магия.
Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are,
Какво е това? Книжленце.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Тук ще може да следим шитните.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
I wonder how many secret passages Hogwarts actually has.
Какво е това?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field
Някакъв
guide when I was a
чест.
student. Using the
Revelio.
guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Seen a professor outside the castle? I find it jarring to see someone like Professor Avery in his room.
Може да бягам по-бързо.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding.
Lumos.
Арма!
You've been practicing. Do keep up.
Revelio.
Някакъв чест.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Левел. Чаленджи някакви имаме. Я? Тук може да се преобличаме, май. Имам някакви ръкавички. Само очила няма слагам, брат. Някакво шалче имам. Не ме кефи. Добре, ма това ще не мога да нося сега. Може би по-натам, сега още не можем явно, не знам. Inventory, Collection, Quests. Добре. Ама това какво иска тук? Не мога да се махна от нея. Те с магии са ни заключени. Май по-бързо, ма.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Добре. Така. Ето тя ме е отключила тук и отиваме там.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I wish I was an adult to fly.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed.
Една секунда само.
Judging by your adept.
Така.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments.
Тоест сега ще ходим на... Едното беше чарм нещо си, другото е дефенс срещу Dark Arts.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
Маняци, направо не излиза много се играе тази игра. Пишете долу в коментарите, ако искате, примерно, тия дни нещо да пуснем някакво стримчи, да видим докъде ще стигнем. Съответно, това, което се случи на стрима, ще си го има и в YouTube. Тоест, стрима, който евентуално ще се състои, няма да бъде изтрит, ми се остава, винаги ще може да си го гледате. Кем ще може да си полафи малко на жил като едно време. В принцип, знаете, че аз много не съм по стримовете. Но от време на време предлагам да имаме стримчета. Така, да ви покажа какъв костър имам. Който знае, знае. Те. Сега трябва да си отворим мапа. This is така. Main quest. Значи това са ни main quest-овете. Имаме два main quest всъщност. Some quests are locked by spell. In this case you... Тоест някои квестовете ще бъдат заключени примерно за определен левел или ще ни трябва определена магия, за да може да го изпълним. И ще трябва да комплитнем нещата преди да може да вземем този квест. Така. New spells. Аха, добре. Трака квест. Тоест сега можем да си изберем кой квест. Dark Arts или Charm клас. Много ясно, че Dark Arts баци. А Левиосо мисли, че пише, че ще научим.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
Ollivander?
I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Дали ще имаме някакво животно? Quest complete. New. Charme. New. Ко? Той ни показва на къде ни е пътя, ясно. Как да отворя, бе? Ехе, то как пече, брат? Тук нещо с катано има ли? Ей, не мога да шляпна. Тук имаме такос, може да го отключим. То просто си го минаваме през него и го отключваме. Найс. Тук нещо скрито. Кое е това, бе? Бат се по тая игра. Колко скрити неща... Не бях аз. Колко скрити неща ще има. Просто не е истина, братко мой. Ти какво е? Добре, ама аз още са... Искам да знам защо нямам... По принцип трябваше да имам някакви неща, дето съм си купил играта. Я чайте една секунда само. Както и да е. Ще го измислим. Така. Опа. Квест. Begin. Влияме в час, бат.
LEVIOSO! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death. Times than I care to remember. LEVIOSO.
LEVIOSO? A levitation charm?
LEVIOSO! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of
Само че не знам защо е левиосо.
especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
LEVIOSO.
Easy.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast LEVIOSO first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Много съм добър.
Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Яла сам, бац.
Take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only LEVIOSO, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
То ще му стопа лагерите, баци.
LEVIOSO, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. LEVIOSO, you're good. How perceptive.
То с направо падна, баци.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Ка съм се уилил.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling
Трябва да видим къде може да си гледаме колко точки имаме за Слидерин.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you
Обаче
to keep
нещо не ме
practicing
кефи.
whenever you can.
Може би заради
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas
резолюцията
for you.
на
Again,
записа.
well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Те.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
ЛЕВИОСО!
Чакай, бе, тук има нещо.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Тук вижте, бе, тук да, някакъв чест нещо. То го да, горе някъде. Май. Не знам.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Да си знаеш, бат.
You owe me a honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Там съм, баци.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
Skill, бати, skill.
Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Добре. Quest complete. Easy game, easy life. Левел 2 сме. Я видим тук какво има. Collections. Добре, друго нямаме тук. Чаленджи, квестове имаме. Сега трябва да отидем до чарм класа.
Revelio.
Някой свири. Баш кефа.
Revelio.
Горе има съндък. Маняк, тос как са появи те, бе? О, Кензефа. Ко? Това само кинев не е, бате. Тук бъркат някакви наркотици. Мога ли да пикна? Ето често, бе. Ображ бе, маняк. Какво ми кажеш да си хора? А ние сме още нагоре ли бе, брат?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a Boot or the Minister a Flack?
Има някакви пъзели.
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Та, ма иска.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now everyone please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Където на праскове, баце.
The summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ацио. О, това ще дърпаме неща. Акио, се та. Та, ма искам, аз не я искам. Не е моят тип.
Potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Къде отиваме, братко мое? Ще дърпаме неща. Баце, да напуснат мултиплеер някога за в бъдеще.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Там горе не е ли къщичката на Хагрид, бе?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Какво правим сега? Ще дърпаме топки.
Very simply cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Quoi?
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. Splendid!
Aha! This game is your life.
That's it! Very good!
Но съм добър, брат. Никой не мога би на тая игра. Смисъл от ботовете тук. Превъртех играта, брат.
Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Ама
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
Палтима.
Yes, sir.
Ай, искам да играем. Може ли аз? Аре, аз искам. Омо. Изгейм. Ето тук съдрах. Ай, бебич. Има сега да им бутне топката с, или? То може ли? Баце, съдрахта. Много ясно. Бате, аз превъртех играта. Благодаря, 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 благодаря.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Аре, ма.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round.
Аз моля слядо.
Let us see this.
Но си слаба, ма. Easy game, easy life. Не, голем прас. Watch this. Ема чакай, тома...
Quite impressive. Here we go.
Но си слаба, ма. Ама тя тук ма задръстила. Нищо. Пак я бих.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Даваш ще точки, бе, брат.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Колко по-лесно от това, брат, аз съм тук топ.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Баци, не си ми интересна. Ай, чао.
And competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Ти пък ми кажеш какво правя. Тук нещо скрито има ли? Не моля да си дръпна някой, бе.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
A word, if you would.
Да, бе, баце, кажи. Искаш да науча на нещо ли?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Тъй. What?
Revelio. Accio.
Тъй. Всяка е тряхла. Бат, сега забравя. Откъде се излиза? Тъй.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Да, какво искаш от мене?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Добре. Ай, чао. Ся. Та защо са бише, бе? Чакай сега. А те са на менца какви са? Те са различните локации, глупости. Добре. Тука имаме Weasley After Class. Добре. Ами аз да дода худе. Ама е тука. Не бе, направо смисъл. Чакай, бе, брат. Тъй. Не мога да му свикна още. Маняк, аз къде съм? У градинката. Котка. Баце, мога да касна на котката нещо. Мъчо! Душица. Няма да бием животните. Милото то. Па ще я погаля. Че я потътрих по земята без да искам. Писанчо. Чао. Ако имаш и магия, ти направя тук, ти напълня една манджа. Щях ти дам, ама. Като науча обещам, връщам се тук и правя пили на грил. Те. И един штраус тук ти изпеквам на секундата, баци. Чай само си активираме и така. Кой ме говори, бе? Ти ли ма? Може да говориш?
What about the room, Professor?
То кафе
I was
секси.
thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier.
Ще ходим до Хогсмийд.
To replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you,
What?
Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand.
Ще си имаме собствена пръчка, баце.
With your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Чай сега да видя коя беше та. Чакай. Не. Това е она, къде не ми... Но някаква досадна ми се видя. Себастиянката е по-такъв... простак некъв. После си допаднем. Нищо сексуално. А вереската отивам. Ще им нека се напием. Те, отивам да го викам. Себастиянка, баце! Стягай багажа, отиваме на дискотека. Майка са на квасим, баце. Тъй, спик ту таковата. Той така, бе. Нова котка. Сямска. Котките са много грозни между. Изобщо не са ги направили като хората в тази игра. Кой има ти, Христо? Те. Добре. Маняк. Мухите ли гониш, бе?
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one.
Репаро. Още поправим шитни.
Reparo.
Репаро. Той го знам, кажем къде го направим.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Добре, всяко трябва да правим. Кое е started? Collect flying pages. Ма тия ли? Не са тия. А нещо от тук трябва да крада.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio.
А, той кой е?
ЛЕВИОСО.
Ти да видиш. А? Его е? Така. Справяме се за сега. Я тука, братко мое. Аз тази игра съм я измислил. Гледай сега, гледай. Нищо. Мислих, че го щупа. Баци, аз май ги събрах, бе.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a
Reparo.
conduit of your magic.
Тъй, нова магия научихме. Може да си поправим щитни. Казвай какво да правя. Аха, е тук трябва. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Баци! Ами, маняци, тук смятам да сложим край на този сцепен епизод, пичове. В следващия епизод отиваме в Hogsmeade. Там най-вероятно ще се срещнем с господин Оливандър да ми даде сопата и да си имам собствена пръчка маняк и да си правим секси магийки. И те така. Пичове, надявам се да ви било интересно епизодчето. Ако е така, цъкайте лайк, дислайк, разбира се, ако не ви е харесало, коментирайте, споделите с приятели и се абонирайте за канала за още клипове и поредици. Това беше всичко от мен, маняци, и до скоро. Чао, чао от мен.